Welcome back to Live, Laugh, Loot, and we have Janet Hamnett-Howe, and we've got Harriet Rose. Woo!
I'm sorry to Janet, though.
Oh, no.
My mum's also called Janet, so I've got a soft spot for Janets.
Yeah, she's actually really nice.
Who, my mum or your mum?
Mine.
Oh,
Is
mine's
your mum
horrible.
Nice? Oh, really?
I'm joking, she's great.
How are you,
Jan.
my love?
I'm good, how are you? Thanks for having me.
I'm so excited that you're here.
I'm excited to be here.
So I want to dive in, really, because I see you a lot on socials. I also see you a lot with radio. I see you a lot now on television when it comes like Masked Singer. I want to know how you got into the industry.
It's a good question. Beg, steal and borrow.
Oh, fab.
Well, I studied acting and then I went to uni with loads of like now sort of famousy people. But at the time, they were like, you know, James Blake was in the year above me at uni. Never met him. Gutted.
I don't know who that is.
Okay. Get out.
Who's James Blake?
Get out of your own podcast.
Who's
James Blake is one of the most seminal UK musicians, I would say. He's written and
songs?
worked with Beyonce,
Right.
SZA.
Right.
He's just released an album.
Right.
He's going out with Jamila Jamil. Do you know her?
Yes, I know her. Yes.
Do you know what? I love that that's feminism.
Yeah.
You don't know him, but you know her. That's important.
Women's rights.
Yeah. And women's wrongs, if you know what I mean. Yes, so lots of like, and I was like, well,
What uni did you go?
Goldsmiths.
What's that?
It is.
Do I know anything? What the fuck is going on?
When were you born? Yesterday?
1990. Yes.
I like that you were going to answer that. It's a South London uni.
Right, okay.
Amazing uni, very artsy. I became a lesbian there.
Fab.
You know, that's the vibe.
That's why people need to go to become a lesbian.
Yeah, if you're looking to sort of study lesbianism as a like on a PhD level. I mean, I've got 2 masters in it now.
2 masters in lesbianism.
Yeah. But that was where I based it out of, is Goldsmiths. So,
what was your main subject in lesbianism? Tattoo?
Yeah.
All the things she said?
Well, actually,
Right.
it was Sue Perkins. She was my main study in lesbianism.
Every lesbian I speak to, when I say every lesbian, I mean 2 people, has said that they fancy Sue Perkins. Do you?
I don't know.
Right,
but
okay.
that's nothing against Sue. I adore Sue and I think she's hilarious. I hosted a premiere with her once. She's genuinely as funny as you think she is.
Right.
Not my type, though.
No.
Not my type.
What
Sorry,
is your
Sue.
type?
I would say I'm probably more a soft mask.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what that is?
Yes.
And I probably go for more femme girls. My girlfriend is very visually femme, but personality-wise, probably a bit mask. It's very complicated, Luke. If you don't go to Goldsmiths and study lesbianism for 4 years, I can't help you.
Yeah. Well, fair enough. So you did acting.
Yeah, then I just started interviewing people because I thought acting seems long. Like it seems like something that I'll get a lot of no's from. Turns out I picked a career where you also get a lot of no's.
Do you find it's a lot of rejection in this industry?
Yes, and I find that it's easier to deal with the more you get. I've always had this inherent belief that there was nothing else that I could do but perform.
Correct, so did I.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In some form, I felt like I knew that this was what I was meant to do. I think if you go into presenting, specifically presenting for me, because that's the only thing I can speak from, and you don't have that innate belief that like I physically couldn't do anything else, you shouldn't do it.
Would you consider yourself a bit of a show-off?
Yes.
Same.
Are you a Leo?
I'm a Libra.
I'm a Libra.
Libra.
Were you Leo or Libra?
I'm a Libra.
I'm Libra moon.
Okay, I'm not fucking sure what moon I am. Milky Way?
Yeah, you seem milky.
So, can you remember your first gig? Your first proper gig when you
Yes.
went, oh, what gig was it?
Oh my God, this is such a good story, to be fair. I was working at Shoreditch Radio. Yeah, I hope so.
I hope so.
Because I'm bored already. Shoreditch Radio
Oh.
was my first local radio gig.
Okay.
Fab. I basically used to just record the shows that me and my mum would listen to, and my producer. I'm not sure anyone else, but it turns out other people did listen. And I got this email one day from Tea India. Shout out Tea India. That is a tea brand that make different kinds of tea. This is not... I'm spilling the tea here. T India were like, Harriet, we love listening to you on Shoreditch Radio. I said, don't fucking lie to me. No one listens to me.
Because no one's listened to Shoreditch Radio, let's be honest.
But apparently they
Jokes,
did.
obviously.
Apparently they did, and they said, we'd like to offer you to come and host this event that we're doing, and you can DJ at the end. Can you DJ? And I was like, of course I can.
Can you actually?
No, not at the time I couldn't.
Right.
So I took the money, which was, I think it was £850, which to me was like, are you joking? Like,
that's a wedge.
Someone has spun you a yarn here.
Yeah.
But I'm happy for the yarn to be spun.
Yeah.
So I did the gig, but with the money, I bought decks, taught myself to DJ, and DJ'd and hosted the night.
I can imagine a lot of the songs that you spun was a lot of feminist songs.
It was actually a lot of Jessie J, etc. Because it was a time when it was like
2012.
Grimes, Jessie J.
Right.
It was a time. It was a real time. Ariana Grande,
Love her.
You got a body like an hourglass. I can't sing too much because you won't be able to get the copyright for that.
I was expecting a lot of all the things she said spun into sisters are doing it for them. Sorry,
Right, first and foremost, Luke, you don't know anything about lesbians because the tattoo song was one of them was homophobic.
Were they?
Yeah,
Oh,
one
I
of
did not
them.
know that.
One of them, and she said sorry in the end. But
Right.
at the time, it was very like it wasn't really a lesbian. That's not a lesbian anthem. It was a very sexualized girls kissing.
It was a lesbian anthem for my friend because I think she got fingered on the dance floor to that. Now, if that's not love, I don't know what is.
And I'm really sending love out to her for that. I really hope she married that woman.
I think she went to Goldsmiths uni.
Yeah, well, she will have. She will have had to.
Yeah, she went to that too.
You have to. There isn't a lesbian, I don't think, alive who didn't go to Goldsmiths for at least a sabbatical.
Yeah.
You know?
You've interviewed a lot of guests for your radio.
I have interviewed people, yeah.
Yeah, who's been your Okay. Who's been your fave? Who's been your favourite? Who's surprised you? Let's say that.
Oh, it's such a hard question because I get asked this question a lot in different
It
forms.
can't be that hard then.
Yeah. Well, it is hard because fuck off. No, it is hard because first and foremost it changes all the time because you've got to imagine I've interviewed so many people I sometimes can't remember that I've interviewed someone.
Do they remember you?
Yes.
Right.
Not always.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty memorable. No, not always. But sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But I would say the last person I interviewed at Kiss, which is a really beautiful moment because I love her so much, was Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Love her.
With Catherine Newton, and it was for for their new film. And
Ready or Not too.
yeah, and it's an amazing film. If you haven't seen it, go and see it.
I want to see it.
And for me, that was a real moment because Sarah Michelle Gellar was my whole childhood. So when you get to do those kind of interviews, you'd probably be surprised at the people that I get the most gassed about.
Yeah.
But it's usually just someone who like means something to me.
Yeah, I get that.
Like I remember interviewing Kylie Minogue on Kiss, and that was so weird because like Kylie Minogue being played on Kiss was random, but obviously there was, you know, the Padam moment was a huge pop moment, so she was everywhere, and that was huge for me because I'm a huge Kylie Minogue, actual Kylie Minogue,
which is insane if you think about it.
And then I would say though, honestly, my favourite interview of all time is Jason Momoa because we flirted in a way that is very not in a
sexual way.
It wasn't like, it was like absolute synergy of two people, and I'd had a date with him, we went to an igloo in Battersea.
As you do.
Yeah, and he picked me up at the end. And I thought, am I straight? And I'm still wondering to this day. If he...
Is he as tall in real life?
Is he? He could snap me in half.
Fair.
Yeah, I was honestly... I do... Sorry to my girlfriend. I do fancy Jason Momoa. He is I would say he's like my get out of jail free card. If everyone didn't like come at me in the press and be like, she's not really a lesbian, like Jason Momoa does something to me.
You. So you consider yourself bi, or
No.
would you consider you a Goldsmith lesbian?
No, in the same way that like I'm a Goldsmiths lesbian. I identify as a lesbian now.
Yeah.
I think sexuality is a spectrum. I
Same.
think a lot of people sit somewhere on that spectrum, and at the moment I sit very deeply in the lesbian section.
I think
but there's nothing to say that wouldn't change.
I think
but
everyone's a bit bi.
yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah. I don't necessarily think everyone's a bit bi, because I have some of the fucking straightest friends you've ever met who hate the fact that they're so straight. Like one of my best friends, who my mum throughout my childhood thought we were a couple, because she looks gay.
Right.
Becca, you know you do. And she
Becky had the bad hair.
Yeah.
She got good hair.
She has got good hair,
Oh, okay.
but it's gay.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like
Lesbian
her hair
hair.
is pretty coded.
Yeah.
Guess where she went as well?
Don't say Goldsmiths.
She went to Goldsmiths.
Fucking course she did.
She came out straight. What? Anyway, she tried and it just didn't work. And there are certain people that I know that if they could be gay, they would be. So I think the spectrum is full. I think some people sit very straight and some people sit very gay.
Yeah.
And some people sit all along it.
Yeah. Out of the guests that you've had then, you said that there's some that was a real pinch me moment. Is there anyone that like shocked you? You were like, ooh, didn't expect you to be like that.
Ooh, I'm not going to be mean.
You can if you want.
No.
I'm
Most
joking.
people are not horrible, which is wonderful. But when someone is like, I guess like a good example could be when I was pranked by Simon Pegg and Pom Clemontier from Mission Impossible. Okay. So it was the Mission Impossible promo, and I didn't realise I was like the main. Basically, I'd been duped. Shout out to Paramount for this, because it was a very good prank. They brought me in to like interview Pom, but Simon Pegg was in Pom's ear telling her to do stuff.
Stop. I think I saw a clip of this.
Yeah, it's probably one of my most viral moments, because
Yes.
I think people really saw and understood how weird I am, because I
You're
was
weird.
because I was able to handle her being the most weird that anyone could be. And then subsequently post that, she still messages me, and she's so nice and she's so lovely, and we still keep in touch, and I just love her, and she's one of my favourite actresses. I think she's fab.
Do you know, obviously, because you do a lot of radio and a lot of it is live, is there any moments where you've gone, shit, I wish I never said that?
Yeah, loads.
Is there?
You get to the point though where when, like Jordan and Perry, I used to do the breakfast show with Jordan and Perry, two of my favourite people on this earth. We would be in studio, like the innuendo that would occur. You know, you kind of think in your head, like innuendo, oh God, that's so deliberate. No. Like I would be saying things out loud that I'd go like, oh my God. I remember one thing I did, I think that was really naughty. My agent might tell you to cut this out. But one thing I did that was really naughty was I said the word slut drop on breakfast radio.
Is that bad?
Well, according to the dad that messaged us, who was on the way to school, he was like, you, and I was like, God, I just didn't. But the connotations of certain words.
Yes.
So you do say things and you go.
Yeah, but slut drop, for someone that's looking on the outside in, you won't, it's not like well, I'm trying to picture how he would take that.
It was probably because he likes slut dropping. He probably was like, don't call me out on live radio.
Yes.
But there's loads of times where you almost say things as well.
Yeah.
Like you just, imagine just having a conversation. One thing I'm very good at is I can switch off the swearing.
See, I'd struggle with that.
Yeah, I switch off the swearing. But I remember I hosted the show with the boys. I was on the show with the boys the day after the Brits, and I'd gone and slept at the studio because I'd been out until like late. And I had an hour's sleep and then had to go on radio. And just as I walked on, one of my producers went, don't say fuck. And I was like, why would you put that word into my vicinity 5 seconds before I go live?
Yeah. And also sleeping at your studio. Is that allowed? Did it anyway.
I don't know, you trying to get me fired?
Yes, because I want your job. No, I'm joking.
Well, I've already quit, so...
Does anyone know that yet?
Yeah, it's been announced in the press, but I'm sort of personally announcing it on Friday.
Fab. How do you feel about that?
I feel really happy about it. Like, I feel so grateful to Kiss. I got the Kiss job. I got my job at Kiss in the middle of the pandemic. I was isolating alone. I've never felt such extreme loneliness as I did during that time, and such extreme sadness. And I was completely on my own. I had nobody.
Oh, right. Okay,
I was
different.
I was in the house alone. I was, and imagine like somebody with my personality being trapped in a house. I also have OCD, so I wasn't able to break the rules in any way. I was so stringent. I didn't see my mum, like it was awful. And so having Kiss was like my family. It became a family to me. And I grew as an interviewer. I remember my first ever interview was with Leanne Pinnock and
Love
Perry from Little Mix. Jade wasn't there at the time. And it was when they were all still together as a four with Jessie. And so I interviewed the two of them. And I was like, this is my entrance into doing this. And I think I just made such an impact, like in whatever form with Kiss, that then became my sort of personality at the station, was my interviews. And I went on to just have the most incredible time. Like I flew to Hawaii to interview The Rock. I went to LA for a week promoting the Kardashians with Kiss. Like I did so many incredible things thanks to them. And I became the presenter that I am now, in part due to their support and their like help in the industry. So I'm so grateful, and I'm leaving in the happiest way, because I'm leaving with, I feel like I've done everything I can here. And I'm,
How come you are leaving?
That exact reason.
Because you feel like you've done everything that you need to.
I feel like I've done everything I can do there, you know, and it's just time for me to
flood your wings. What have you got your eyes on?
In terms of?
Job-wise, your next job.
You won't know that. Well, no, I think it's one of those things where I'm open to the world. My podcast is my main focus. Running a podcast is hard.
Fucking tell me about it.
Yeah, it's really hard.
It's really hard, and also getting guests and shit.
Yes.
I've had to scrape the barrel today.
I know, and that's the thing, is when you start to have to come to people like me. No, you've got to stand on the joke when you make it.
Yeah, but I know, but I
He's
felt
too
bad.
nice.
But you know,
He's too nice.
Oh, I'm not nice. But it's because you just talked about leaving your job. I went, I can't kick her again. That's why I said
kick me
sorry.
right in the puss when I'm down.
Love a good kick in the puss.
Yeah,
It's hard, isn't it?
The guests, I've just asked, so far every single person that we've had has been my friend that I've just messaged.
So that's why I'm not on.
Yeah, and that's why you never will be.
Fab.
No, it's one of those where I've just like grabbed my people, but I can imagine in a few months' time I'm going to be like, but that's the game we play.
Yeah.
And do you know what? I'm completely self-funding mine, so I've no one to answer to. What a joy that is. I get to pick and choose what goes in the episode. I get to pick and choose who I have on, and it is brilliant.
Yeah. Because obviously you're very talented as a presenter.
Thank you.
What skills or what would you say you've learned that you say it's in your tool about that could help people who are listening that want to be a presenter?
Oh, that's a lovely question. Well, thank you for saying that.
It's okay.
Were you lying?
Yes.
I thought so. So my top advice, truly, honestly, I know this sounds so, I guess, like basic, but you have to so authentically be yourself.
Correct.
Because everybody else is taken. No, because...
that didn't do that well, did it, that joke?
Well, it did, actually, because people laughed.
Laughed at you.
That's the whole...
With you. At you.
Okay, didn't realise I was coming on to be verbally assaulted. Don't touch me.
Well, I'm from Goldsmiths.
My advice would be to not behave like Luke. Behave in any other way that you possibly can, and you'll be fine.
Yes, correct.
I would say top tip is to be yourself, but in such an authentic way. The reason that I got to where I am is because I'm an extreme version of myself at work. So I also, I really believe in kindness. Obviously not something you believe in. But I truly think I've got to where I am because I'm not, I just want to be myself, and I want to be nice, and I don't want to F people over. I don't want to like mug people off. I want to do a good job, and at the end of the day go home and feel good about myself for what I've done.
Yeah.
And I also think really have a think to yourself if this is what you want to do for a living. If it's everything for you, then that's the right thing. I just think a lot of people go into it thinking it's like, oh, I'll just do that and it'll be fine. It's like you have to give I give my everything to this job. Can you tell?
100%. But I also feel like as well, though, as now obviously I know I'm joking with it, but I would say that you are a really, really nice person. And I've never, especially with this industry, it's very small, you know, don't you? I've never heard anyone ever say, that fucking Harriet, it's just my fucking Eden.
Oh,
Do you
that's
know what I mean?
nice.
Yeah.
And I really feel like that is, in a way, we're all doing that for a selfish reason, aren't we? We all want to be not like, everything inherently is selfish in a way because it's all directed around our own
path.
But like our own drive and our own like sort of decision making. But truly, honestly, the joy I get making other people smile and making other people happy, and like seeing people like you coming up in the industry, like I followed you because I genuinely think you're really funny. And I think when you're talented and you're funny and you've got something good going on, why not support other people? Support other people.
I completely agree.
Like tell them you think you're funny.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and equally give everything to your job, whatever it is. And I say that to say, if you're wanting to manifest something bigger, better, love what you're doing now so much that whatever comes after, because I think people mistake manifesting to be, I want to be out of what I'm in now. I want to be somewhere else. I don't want to be here. You need to love being here to go somewhere else. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but it's almost like when I'm doing jobs that I don't necessarily, you know, everyone does jobs that it's not their favorite job to do. But if you are in it and you love it and you care about it, even if you're in it to go, I'm going to get the best out of this, even if I hate it, like you're going to manifest more and you're going to manifest better scenarios, I think.
Yeah, I think that's really great advice, to be fair. I also feel like as well, you did touch on, you've got to be in it as well for the right reasons.
Truly, if you want to be famous,
it's not going to work.
Well, I think it does work for some people. I think it does work.
I think people can see through it though, can't they?
Well, what I think, it's irrelevant of any of that, right? You are never going to be happy, in my opinion. If you go into it wanting because essentially wanting fame is wanting validation, right? Yeah. And don't get me wrong, like coming with the success I've had is, you know, the more people that know about me, the more successful I'll be, and that's definitely a plus. But what I've realized is nothing from that makes you happy. Like someone coming up to me in the street, that does make me happy, to be fair. It makes me really thrilled. But mass appreciation, mass acknowledgement of my skills actually isn't going to make me at my core happy. Money is not at the core. It's going to make things easier, but it's not going to make me actually intrinsically happy. You have to be happy in yourself first. And by the way, that takes time to figure out. Like you can be in your 20s and be like, oh, I'm not necessarily. I was just going to
say that I feel like it's definitely a 30 kind of thing where you're comfortable in yourself to go, I know people are not going to like me, but that's okay.
Yeah.
I don't know people.
And I'm not even there yet. I'm not even there yet where I do get upset when people don't like me, but that's who I am.
I think like we all get upset if we're not liked because you're like, well, you don't know me. Like, why don't you like me? And then you just think to yourself, well, I hope they like me. But then you've got to think to yourself, at the end of the day, that person not liking you, you can't lose sleep over it. There's no point me convincing Diane in Worcestershire. I can't even
well, now
say
she hates you because you can't say Worcestershire.
She doesn't like me online. I can't convince you to like me because you don't know me.
But I can understand why she doesn't like you because you can't say Worcestershire.
Yeah, and I get that.
No, I agree with you. And I had Catherine Ryan on my podcast recently, and I told her that I have insecurities about people not liking me. She was so surprised, and I think it's all based around trauma. What's your trauma? Is your trauma that you need validation, or is your trauma that you're so anti-validation that you go the other way? Like everybody sits somewhere on the spectrum, but the key to remember is that like if you're doing your best, that's all you can do.
Yeah.
And that's why in the realm of like cancel culture and like this idea of like, I notice a lot with people who started in the way you did with like TikTok and stuff, the pylons that happen of like, it's just so intense.
It's insane. Isn't
it? I don't know how to, as a human being, I can't handle that. I can't handle this idea of things being black and white, things being like, everybody piles on this person because they're awful, but then You know, other people, I don't know. It just makes me sad for this generation.
I completely agree. I think as well, like me and my mum recently, we went to Paris. I was talking about this before. Oui. And well, not accidentally, I didn't like a snail, so I spat it out. And because it was on film, it was the case of...
What, were you on film?
Because we were filming stuff. And I was like, oh my God, I spat it out, but I cleared it up, blah, blah, blah. But the comments were like, you disrespectful, you this. And I was like, listen, guys, I cleaned it up. I'm sorry. I think people hold you to...
Wait, sorry. Yeah. They tried to cancel you because you spat it out. It was rude in the restaurant. That's what they were saying.
But we're outside.
In a restaurant?
Yeah. I know. And do you know what it is for me? I'm just like...
And your whole thing is that you film content with your mum and you film content around your life. And that's what's funny. And I
feel like...
You got caught in the crossfire there.
I feel like people expect everyone to be 100% 10-10 perfect all the time. And unfortunately, people aren't like that.
Well, I've heard that you're 2 out of 10, if anything.
I've also heard that you actually aren't that nice.
Yeah. Come on.
Yeah.
No, because I think that's absurd.
It's crazy, isn't it?
But I think also there's a lot of pain in the world right now. I think there's a lot of pain and a lot of anger, and you are an easy target. And as am I, and as is anyone who is in our career, because it looks a lot better and easier than it maybe is. And my girlfriend's French, and I don't feel offended by you spitting a snail out, even though I actually really like them.
I couldn't stomach it. I quite like salty things in my mouth, but I didn't like that.
You and I like very different salty things in our mouths.
100%. So you've obviously transitioned from being on the radio. You've now gone to television.
Yeah.
You've done the Masked Singer Unmasked. Is that right?
Yeah.
Do you love it?
Yeah, I love it. Masked Singer is such a fun show to work on because it's like such a tight operation, you know, because it's so secretive.
Do you genuinely don't know?
I swear on my life, we are not allowed to know who it is.
Do you know what? I try to catch him out because you know Keisha Buchanan won. Walking past, I go, Keisha, and see if she turns round. Have you tried that?
What, do you want me to get fired? Why do you keep trying to get me fired?
I think I want your job.
Yeah, and then you'd be immediately fired for shouting,
Keisha.
I will say, like, I did guess that Keisha was in behind the mask.
Are you quite good at it?
No.
I'm terrible, and my boyfriend's fantastic. So I go there and I'm like this. I'm like, I think it might be Diana Ross. And my boyfriend's like, are you fucking on crack? And it's like, no, it's not Diana
Who was
Ross.
the best one he's ever got?
What was it? Was it last... What's her name? Yeah. When you think about me. Yeah.
Joss Stone?
That's it.
That was about 4 seasons ago.
That was good though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Thank you.
That was actually, you should be a singer.
Thank you. It's a Masked Singer.
Yeah. You should be on the Masked Singer.
Yeah, you got that. And I was like, that is wild that you got that.
When you're in that is, well, I mean, it's not that wild because everyone knew it was Joss Stone. But anyway. Okay. No shade
Mark,
to your boyfriend.
Mark from Westlife. He was good when he was on there. No one guessed him.
These are all series that I wasn't working on, so I'm really not interested.
Oh, okay. I think he got Ben Shepherd.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Yeah,
because that gagged me to the ends of the earth, and I'll tell you for why. Ben Shepherd came as a guest. Did you notice that at the beginning of the series? Ben Shepherd came on as a guest.
Yes.
So we were all like, "There's no way Ben Shepherd is."
Sorry.
Do you need some water?
No, I'm okay. Thanks.
Are you going to die?
Probably. You hope.
Oh no. Then I'll have to take over this podcast.
Live, laugh, Harriet.
Live, laugh, Harriet. Shut up, everyone. Yes, I was gagged because we all were like, no way would he come on as a guest and then be...
He's fat.
He's really gorgeous and fun and silly and naughty and great.
Oh, okay. Love a bit of Ben.
Love Ben.
Drop Zone 4, please, Ben.
He also gets trained by this guy called Steve Coleman. Shout out Steve. He used to train me. Nicest guy in the world. Trains like loads of big celebrities. And Ben, got to tell you, everyone bar me looks like an absolute Adonis after training with him. Like, I haven't got the six packs of half the people he trains, but...
What is it that you love so much about the show?
Masked Singer, I love the secretive element of it. Also, the judges are really up for a good time. Really up for a good time as well. And Joel is one of the most hardworking, dedicated people in television. I adore working for him. And And in general, I get to play the game live as it goes. So I'm like in it with everyone watching. Obviously, I know before you watch because it's recorded before, but I'm in it and I am watching every element, trying to figure out who everyone is at the same time. Is a lot of fun.
Are you shit at the game or are you good at it? Because I know you said like you guessed Keisha. Did you guess anyone else?
No, I'm rubbish, babe.
Right.
I'm rubbish because once I get an idea in my head, like I was convinced for ages, like 3 years before the last series, that Harry Hill was someone. And then when Harry Hill was actually someone, I was like, no, it's not Harry Hill. No way. And then out he comes with his massive collar, and I'm like, oh,
Of course it
flipping
is.
heck.
Yeah.
Good for you, girl.
Yeah.
So no, I'm awful. The only other person I got off the bat was Sonia from EastEnders, aka Natalie Cassidy, who's lovely, by the way. And I screamed in
Love
the
Natalie
studio.
Cassidy. She was on this.
Was she?
Yeah. She was. Didn't ask her about it because I didn't know she was in it.
Told you, high caliber guest.
Well,
Me and Natalie Cassidy. Just us two. Everyone else is rubbish.
yeah. So
Except for Jan.
yeah,
Except
pick
for
up Jan. So you obviously started your own podcast.
Yeah.
How's it going?
It's good. It's called By the Way.
Yeah.
And it is honestly the biggest joy of my life. I get to do what I do best, and I get to do it on my terms, and it's so nice. And also, I get to speak to guests about things they really want to talk about, like stuff that no one else asks them, a subject that they like. It's like Mastermind but fun.
Yeah.
Like, it's nothing like Mastermind, but it's basically they talk about their specialist subject. So is it autism? Is it going to the gym? Is it the fact that they hate phone calls? Whatever it is.
Fucking hate phone calls, by the way.
So does Kimberly Walsh.
Yeah.
Who was my guest last week.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw it.
You and her should be best friends.
I really want to be best friends with someone from Girls Aloud.
Oh, not Kimberly specifically.
Oh, and Kimberly.
It seems like a bit of a shade there.
And Kimberly. I love Kimberly.
Yeah, but is she your favourite of Girls Aloud?
I'm trying to think. I don't.
Do you know Girls Aloud?
Of course I do. I'm just trying to think. Cheryl, Kimberly, Nadine, Sarah, or Nicola. Who's my fave?
I don't know, girl. I can't ask.
Who's your fave?
Well, obviously, at the moment, it's Kimberly because she's been on my podcast.
I know. I'm really hoping
I would say
Cheryl.
I'm friends with Kimberly as well. So I'm not friends with any of the others. Yeah.
Have you met any of the others?
I've met all of them. I supported them on tour.
Singing.
No, I DJ'd.
You having a good time?
No. No, I haven't been since I arrived, actually. Can I have help? Help!
Call a cab.
Yeah, I support. My friend Adam Theo is their DJ.
Okay.
He's also Jade Thirlwall. And he was doing the whole tour, and he needed 2 days off. So me and another person went and covered for him. So I
Was this recently?
Opened for Girls Aloud on tour in Newcastle. It was one of the best nights of my life.
I can remember the DJ beforehand because Daz realised what the last song was for us to go and get loads of drinks. So when we come back, what was the last song? Can you remember?
I feel like maybe Shakira.
Yes, I think it was Shakira.
Oh, that's not the DJ though, because the DJ wouldn't have played the same songs every time.
No, it was there before.
Yeah, it was like the pre-music. Do you know how music works?
Not really.
No.
No.
I'm not going to explain.
Yeah, okay, first. You've got a club event called Gay for You.
Are you gay for me?
I'm gay for anyone, to be fair.
Okay,
It's
that
a bit,
feels
bit,
hurtful.
a bit of shade, yeah. Tell me about that.
Thanks for asking, babe. We've actually got one. I know this will go out later, but
Yeah.
we've got one on Bank Holiday Friday. It is a place for safety, gay safety.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, I realised that there wasn't that many places that were, I guess, agenda-free for gay people, in my opinion. And what I mean by that is a lot of the different gay spaces were specifically for a type of person, a type of gay or queer or trans person. And this is an event for people who just want to come and be free and be themselves with pop music. I feel like, like there's places for the muscle gays, there's places for the X, Y, and Z. And I just felt like there's a gap in the market for pop, a gap in the market for silly sausage fun, and a gap in the market for a safe space for LGBTQ plus people, but also for anybody. Because I wanted to make people aware that, if you're a trans girl who's got loads of female friends who are all straight and you want to come and be in a safe space with other people from your community, but you don't necessarily hang out with loads of lesbians. Like, I just didn't want it to be one thing. And I wanted it to be a space where a bisexual girl could bring her male straight mate, but actually come because she wanted to meet, you know, like-minded people. So it's essentially an open space for everyone that is a safe space for the LGBT.
It's like a mini pride, would you say?
Yeah, I wouldn't go as far as to say that I've created a mini pride, because I wouldn't want to say that.
You created a movement.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
I threw the second brick.
Thought you was.
Yeah. So yeah, if you're asking who threw the second brick,
it's you.
Yeah.
Fairs. So now we're going to go to my favourite section. It's called Touch My Balls.
Oh, I love touching your balls.
Thanks. So in here, it's confessions from me, the audience, you, and we've got to react to it.
Oh my God.
So I'll give it a spin. Oh, look at that.
Oh my God.
Where did that come from?
Wow, that was like magic.
Magic.
David Blaine, are you here? There's nothing in there.
That means it's your confession.
Okay. I find it really hard to lie.
Same.
And it doesn't mean that I'm a good person. It just means that I have to tell you when you're doing something wrong or when something is important to me. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I find it really hard. However,
I've also got a really guilty conscience if I do lie.
same.
So I would literally, if a police officer knocked on and said there's been a murder down the road, I'd go, I think it's me.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you think you were in the Epstein files?
Maybe 24-hour police custody. Maybe not that far.
But you know what I mean? Like, people talk about that. It's like when you go through the airport, isn't it? It's like...
Yeah, like, I've got a bomb.
Yeah.
And you haven't got a bomb.
No.
No.
It's just a panic. Okay, so I do struggle with lying to people, but when I was in my younger days, I was hustling. I would hustle really hard to get into parties and stuff. And like, when you're up and coming presenter, it's very different now to how it was when I was coming up, because it wasn't like the whole TikTok trending. Like, it was, you know, you were getting 5 likes on Instagram and that was that. Yeah. Until you were, you know, doing bigger stuff. Mm-hmm. So I was at Wireless Festival when Jay-Z and Justin Timberlake were headlining.
Yes. Is that the suit and tie thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not suit and tie. Is it? No, it was an album that they did together. It was actually really good from memory. But they didn't do an album together. Sorry, no. It was them performing songs that they had done. I can't really...
It's called Suit and Tie.
Was it that?
I think so. Is it?
Yeah, that's the song that he released.
Suit and tie, yeah.
And then they
So I was right. Yes. See, I should be in music.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure that they didn't do an album together, but they just did this like tour together.
Anyway, fuck them. Carry on.
So anyway, we did not have VIP tickets. We did not have VIP tickets, but I thought, do you know what I want? VIP ticket. This was when it was at Westfield, Stratford, when it was at Stratford International, whatever you call it, in London. Mm-hmm. And so we went there, and I got myself into a tiz, right? Bear in mind what I'm wearing. I'm like, this security guard, I don't know what he thought, but I like run up to the security and I'm like, oh my God, we've got to get in. And he was like, why? He was like, have you got a ticket? I was like, no, yes, because we're Jay-Z's backing dancers. And I was like, we're Jay-Z's backing dancers. I literally don't know what to tell you. Like, this is and I like named all my friends. That was like a group of like 5 of us. And I was like, honestly, like, I literally don't know what to tell you. They're about to go on stage. Like, we need to get there because the only way we can get to stage is through the VIP. And if we don't get through and honestly, he let me in.
Shit.
And we spent the day in the VIP area drinking pina coladas, watching Justin Timberlake and Jay-Z from not the stage where I should have been being his backing dancer. Who, if you knew who Jay-Z was, when has he ever had a backing dancer? And let alone this fucking weird white girl from Stratford-upon-Avon. Yeah. So yeah, they believed me, potentially believed or potentially couldn't be asked to hear me screaming at them. Not in a mean way, but yeah, I managed to lie my way into the backstage of Wireless.
Did you meet anyone in VIP?
No, girl, I was getting drunk.
Fairs.
Oh no, I think I did see someone from the X Factor there.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it?
Yeah. It was back in the day when that was exciting.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I feel like it was like a Frankie Coca-Cola.
Frankie
Cocoza.
Yeah, the one that had all his misses on his arse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Frankie Cocoza.
Yeah.
I feel like
where he is now.
I don't know, but he was potentially, I can't even remember if it was him.
Right.
But it was that kind of energy, you know?
Oh, fab.
It was really exciting.
Yeah.
Needless to say, never met Jay-Z or been his backing dancer, but...
You should, if you ever do meet Jay-Z, you should tell him that story.
Yeah, I will. I'll
Yeah.
tell Justin Timberlake as well. I'm sure neither of them will care.
No, they wouldn't. Anyway, let's move on. So we're going to go on to the laugh section. So, where is it? There we are. You famously play a game called Say It or Shot It.
Correct.
What do you think's going to happen?
I think you're going to ask me to jump in a pool.
Correct. So, now let's play a game of Hoes and Foes with Harriet Rose.
Oh, hoes and foes.
Right, first of all, we need our Prosecco.
Oh my God, I'm excited.
Wait till you see the game.
God, that's a pint of Prosecco as well. Wow-wee, Tiger.
Cheers, babe.
Cheers.
I get naked on Prosecco.
Oh my God, that's why I'm here.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
heard that, so I thought,
That's why I've got my pink balls in your hand. Also, I've got hair in my mouth.
I'm going to keep that.
Oh,
Is it mine?
yeah. Furball. Right, so all you have to do is answer who is your hoe and who is your foe. If you don't want to answer, you've got to drink.
Oh, that's nice. I might just drink 'cause it's nice.
Kaz.
Right,
First
so,
up,
So wait, I have to answer what?
who's your favourite, basically? And if
Okay.
you don't want to answer, you've got to drink.
But if I say hoe, what does hoe mean? I hate them.
Hoe means like you love them. Foe means you hate them.
Oh God, I was about to get that wrong already. So I've just got to say hoe. They're my hoe.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if you don't want to answer, you've got to drink.
Okay.
Ant or deck, who's your hoe and who's your foe? And if you don't want to answer, you take some of your drink. Oh,
I don't think I'm going to answer.
Babe, listen, it's going to get a lot harder.
Right. Is that the easiest?
Yeah.
I'm not going to answer because...
You want to get in the industry. I get it.
No, because...
I mean, you want to stay in the industry, not get into it.
Oh, well, I met them recently and they genuinely were both really, really nice, so...
I'm trying to think who I fancy more. Maybe Dak. But they're both quite short, aren't they? I don't do short men.
Okay, well, I don't do men, so I can't help you there.
Okay, so we won't play that one. Ready for this one? Ashley Banjo or Perry?
Ashley, love you, but don't really know you, hun. So Perry's my foe.
Fab.
My hoe. Perry's my hoe. And Ashley's my foe.
Are you sure you know what's going on?
No.
Right, fab.
Because I've already had 3 sips of this and I'm off my tits.
AJ Adudu or Will Best?
Oh! Okay. God.
Met AJ, obsessed with her, never met Will.
Okay, Will has been one of my closest friends for a long... work pals, you know, for a long time. But I'm going to say AJ's my hoe because that's feminism. I can't pick Will over AJ. Will, you're my foe purely because I know you'll forgive me.
Oh, okay. Political.
And I love AJ.
Okay, what about this one?
Love.
Alan DeGeneres or Sarah Paulson?
Alan DeGeneres.
Ellen. Sorry, I've had a few... Alan. Ellen DeGeneres or Sarah Paulson?
Sarah Paulson is my hoe and Ellen DeGeneres is my foe. Because I once met Sarah Paulson in the street of Soho and I told her that she was a lesbian icon. She was with Holland Taylor. They both looked at me like I was insane, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Would you have sex with her?
I'm in a relationship, Luke.
I mean, you could still Luke.
I think she's a beautiful woman. I feel like I don't want to say that I would have sex with her because I think I would kiss her.
Yeah.
But no, I don't even want to say that. I just don't.
We'll leave that there. Right.
No sex for me outside of marriage, thanks.
This one, are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Jonathan Ross or Maya Jama?
Oh, I can't do that one.
Faz.
I love them both.
You both work with him.
Yeah, and Jonathan really will come for me.
Oh, really?
No.
Right. Would
He couldn't give a fuck.
Maya would walk in slow-mo.
She's on her way in now. Just
She'd
to
be
check
like,
I've said the right one.
Slow-mo. with her.
Yeah, flicking the hair.
She's 10-10, she isn't she?
She's a wonderful girl. She's such
Met
a nice
her,
girl.
lovely. Okay, this one.
Yep.
Little Mix or Spice Girls?
Woof. Woof, woof.
You're a 90s baby.
Yeah.
Remember your roots.
Yeah, but also remember who my actual friends in day-to-day life now. That's the problem I have here.
Yeah. We got to pick one. You gotta sip. Because can I just Like,
There's no picking for me.
Can I unpick your head a
Yeah.
little bit with that? I reckon you drank because you're really close friends with Jade, but you prefer Spice Girls music. And that's all I'm saying on that.
But I don't know that I do. I don't know that I prefer. It's different moods for different foods, you know?
Is it?
Yeah, because like at a DJ set, I'd probably more likely play...
If you say Little Mix, listen,
Yeah,
I
I play a lot of Little Mix.
love Little Mix, but going from Spice Up Your Life into Who Do You Think You Are, fucking bangers them.
Yeah, but Wasabi is one of the greatest songs ever made.
And Touch.
Yeah.
And
There's
Woman
so
Like
many.
Me, actually. I like Woman
Yeah.
Like Me.
Woman like me. Woman.
I always say what I'm feeling.
Exactly. So don't make me choose between my children.
I'll take a sip then. Have you sipped?
did.
Oh, right, okay. This one, these have both been on your pod. Ashley James or Catherine Ryan.
Oh, frick off.
Both feminists. So that's
And
tricky
both-
for you.
Both feminists. Yeah.
No,
they
I
are-
did this. Feminist.
Oh.
Not this. This.
What
That's hard, isn't it?
is wrong with you?
I know, first. You're
Why
going to
am-
get a little bit worse here.
Catherine Ryan and Ashley James are both independently doing things to change the world, so I'm not picking.
Fab. You're going to be pissed. This one,
Yeah, I'm going out after this. Wait.
Big Brother or Masked Singer?
Masked Singer.
Oh, okay. You don't have to sip. if
Oh, I
you
don't have to
Yeah.
sip.
Yeah.
I'm just enjoying it. Yeah, Masked Singer, because they hire me full time.
This
Like-
is hard. I'm sorry. Jade Thirlwall or Davina McCall?
Well, I'm going to go off who the last person was to reply to me,
Jade.
and it was Jade. So I'm sorry, Davina. I love Davina so much.
How
though.
warm is she as a person?
Like she's a toasty. She's the inside of a cheese toasty. That's how hot she is.
Everything that
She's
you
so
see,
warm.
what she is
It's-
like she is in real life.
Correct.
Yeah.
And same with Jade.
Yeah, I've never. Well, I saw Jade in passing at the Brits. She went, "Love your videos." I went, "Thanks, babe." And that was it.
Oh, she knows you because you're a hun. But Davina is also a massive inspiration for me.
Yeah.
For
Yeah, I see
everything
that.
I do. I'm not necessarily inspired by Jade because I'm not trying to sing like Jade. Do you know what I mean?
I don't think anyone can sing like Jade. I don't think Jade can sing like Jade.
Jade definitely can sing like Jade.
Right,
I
because
think.
she's Jade.
Yeah,
Right.
Jade squared.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be Jade though, whereas like Davina is an amazing presenter. Jade's a shit presenter. I said it.
I think you should put the wine down.
Yeah. She's actually never tried presenting, but if she did, I think she'd be shit.
Okay, well done. Woo!
Yay, are we done? Thank
Yeah.
God for that.
Right, now going on to Confess Your Sins again.
Oh my God, yay.
Do you want to read this one out?
Do you want me to spin it? Because you seem to... Oh, you got one.
Don't
That
you
was
worry
so...
about it.
Can I read it? I love
They're
this game.
unhinged though, so good luck.
Oh my God, I love Unhinged.
Wait till you see how unhinged these are. And these are all real, by the way.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I just opened this. That is horrific. This is not me, just to be clear. Quote from another person. I got head in a, because I don't want someone to clip this out and I'm, cancelled. I got head in a cemetery while sitting on a headstone, going to hell or yes, you're going to hell. You are in hell.
It depends though.
You're summoning the devil there.
No, let me just say something. It depends.
On
If
who's
the-
handling hell.
No. Two gay men, right? He's getting head and he's sat on his homophobic uncle's headstone. Now tell me now if that's wrong.
That's tea.
Thank you.
That's
I thought that in my head. I went, listen. No, actually.
That's tea.
Thank you.
Give me another example of that. I want to hear another
Not
version.
sure there's another, but let me give you
No,
another
give me
one.
a straight
It's-
version.
okay.
Girls giving head to a
Girls
guy.
giving head on top of her stepdad's grave who was horrible to her. Maybe that doesn't work as well.
It doesn't work as well, but I still see where you're going. Okay, so
Can you
you're...
give one? No.
You're getting head, two gay men. I feel like I'm more comfortable if it's two gay men.
Yeah, and I'm fine with it being on top of an uncle's homophobic headstone.
Do you know what? At the bare bones of it, why? Like, why not in a house?
Or a car.
Or, yeah.
Or behind a bush.
Or to the side of the gravestone.
Why
Like,
on top of the gravestone?
Yeah.
And this is a real person.
yeah.
You ain't getting into heaven and that, are you?
We're definitely not getting into heaven. I don't know about hell, but
I don't think.
I don't know what I believe.
I don't think I'm going up there.
Do you not? I don't think you're going to hell, babe.
Do you not think?
Well, is this a story from you?
That is me. No, I don't think I'm there. I don't think I'm here. I think I'll be here for a bit until they decide what to do with me.
Right, you're going to be in purgatory?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, what about you?
I think I'm going to go to heaven.
You're a lesbian.
I don't believe that being gay is wrong. I don't know if that's shocking to you.
I'm pretty sure in the Bible it's man meets woman.
Doesn't say anything about girl licking girl though, does it?
And on that note, we'll move on. Right, so next section is my favourite section, which is me, the Luke section. So the questions I want to know. Is there a celebrity that you interviewed that you just wanted the interview to end?
Yes. No, I won't tell you who it is.
Moving on. What was the most fun interview?
It's only happened once though.
Big?
Yeah, huge.
Huge. We'll leave that there. You can tell me after.
You stop asking any questions. Is that you, Jan? Absolute investigative journalist in the back there.
Male or female?
No.
Okay. What was the most fun interview you've ever done?
This.
Fab. Did you mean that?
Yes.
Oh, fab. Okay, I want to know this. Who was your gay awakening?
Oh, couple for you. The whole cast of Buffy.
Fab.
Everyone. Willow. I didn't necessarily fancy Willow, but like her snogging Tara was pretty gay for me. Didn't realise at the time because I was so unconsciously homophobic to myself. But what was her name? Buffy's... The other Slayer. Faith from Buffy was one of my gay awakenings because she's still waking me up gay. And then Miss Honey from Matilda.
Fuck off. Miss Honey from Matilda's your gay awakening.
Oh, so many gay girls. Gay girl. So many gay girls awakening Miss Honey.
What is it about
Google. I don't know what
Is it when she does this with her glasses? Correct.
Yeah, it could. Correct.
Correct.
No, you are correct.
It is. What does she say? I think she goes, it is.
It is.
You should know this is your gay awakening.
Girl, I wasn't concentrating on her words.
Okay. I think mine was Simba, Gaston. Do you know what he says?
Gaston says a lot about you.
Yeah. With everything covered in hair. And he got his thingy out. Love that.
His
what
thingy?
Else? His chest. What else is my gay awakening?
Anyone that's a real human or just cartoon candles?
Trying to think who else. I watched a lot of Disney when I was younger. Trying to think who's any other that was gay awakening because I didn't watch a lot of like the Buffy stuff. That wasn't me. That.
Okay, but there must Adam Rickett, some sort of sexy man from.
He was fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also it's actually quite thinking, but Danny Miller was a bit of my gay awakening. Danny Miller, Aaron Dingle from Emmerdale.
Right.
Not as in like I went, oh my god, he's thingy.
Yeah.
It's just because I can remember his storyline coming out when he was gay, and I went.
I can't remember who this person is.
Who else is mine? Oh my god, yeah, Jesse Metcalf, the gardener from fucking Desperate Housewives.
Oh yeah, I mean he looked like he literally was born for, like
gays.
Like what's that strip show they have in London?
Magic Mike.
He looks like he was born to be in Magic Mike.
He's fit, and he follows me now on Instagram.
No way.
Yeah.
Maybe you should ask him out.
I have.
Oh.
And I'm 10 years in a relationship, and I still asked him out.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. I mean, I was like, listen, please fulfill something that 12-year-old Luke would absolutely love. And to be fair, 33-year-old Luke would like, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. What would you do if one of the cast of Buffy tried it on with you? Faith?
No.
Buffy?
No.
Okay, it's just me.
It's about an awakening.
I've got no morals.
I think if you saw what my girlfriend looked like, you would be like, oh right, yeah, fair enough.
First.
I just don't really want to date anyone else but her.
Lesbians are like that though, aren't
Yeah.
they? They're like, as soon as you're in.
Yeah.
Can I just ask, how quickly did you move in?
We haven't moved in.
How long have you been together?
She's French though, so she's got boundaries.
Right. You want to move in?
Yeah. I
How
had
long
moved in fucking 2 days after we met.
There you go. Yeah.
She's not like that though. She's
No.
chill.
Yeah. How long have you been together?
Nearly 2 years.
Wow, you've not moved in. Well, that's
Okay.
That's no, I don't mean it like that. It took me 3 years. It took me 3 years to move in, but I'm just saying lesbians move really quickly.
Yeah, I try and convince her by just cooking really amazing dinners and sending her pictures and being like, this is the life you could be living if you live with me. Instead, you're sat at home eating
Snails.
McDonald's.
Right.
Snails, that's racist. So
Okay, fab. Another question. Why do you feel more now than ever it's important to have queer spaces?
oh, that's a lovely question.
Don't write it.
Didn't write it, someone else did. Couldn't care less. I think it's important more now than ever because we get reminded why pride is a thing every single day with the rampant homophobia. And listen, everybody can have different opinions, but everybody also needs to unlearn being scared of other people living authentically as themselves. Let's talk specifically about trans people because they're the most at risk at the moment. Trans people live day to day the most authentically of almost anybody on earth. They wake up every day and choose to live as the person that they know that they truly are. And that is the bravest possible thing that a person can do. And I truly believe transphobic people, and it's encompassed within homophobic people too, are terrified by other people living authentically. I truly believe that is what is the problem with racism, homophobia, transphobia, and obviously there is lots of deviations to that and also added elements. But at the core of it, people are terrified of other people's authenticity and other people's right to live authentically and live with power and live with happiness. And I think the more people got used to living authentically, the better the world would be. So the more queer spaces, the more we can show off our authentic selves.
I feel for the trans community because I'm just thinking to myself, they literally just exist. And and it's a problem for someone.
1% of the population.
And it's just a problem for someone else just for them existing.
Well, it's actually not. It's just a made up thing that politicians use to distract people from the fact that they can't pay their water bill. So if you can blame it on somebody, it's that thing though, authenticity. Like they are choosing to live as themselves, when a lot of people who live in a heteronormative way, they live denying parts of themselves, whether it be, they don't do the job they want to do. They're not married to the person they want to be married to. They're not living the sexuality that they would like to. A lot of people live in fear and in shame and in silence, and they see someone living so authentically and they're like, oh, I'm jealous of that. I wish I could do that. And instead of like crabs in a bucket, they drag them down rather than raising them up.
Sad that.
Awful.
Really sad. And do you know what's really shit? I've got a really stupid question after that.
No, it's good. Let's light and shade, babe. Light and shade.
Is there anyone that you would 100% refuse to interview?
It's a really interesting question, right? Because there are certain people that I don't agree with their views that I would love to interview, because I would really love to sit down and ask you why.
Understand their brain.
And do it from a way that I could do it. So
Correct.
what I mean by that is I wouldn't
It's your own channel.
approach them in a Louis Theroux investigative journalist way. I would approach them in a different way, the way that I approach interviews. Somebody I would refuse to interview, probably Donald Trump. I don't, but there are certain people on this earth who are driven by something that I can't fathom. I cannot understand, and I therefore am not interested to understand his modus operandi. Like, I don't know, I don't want to know why you are driven to truly spread such negativity and hatred. So Donald Trump. Is there any pop culture person I'm trying to think I wouldn't want to interview?
Nicki?
I would interview Nicki Minaj.
Would you?
Yeah.
Because I'd want to know the 360 of it all.
I would just approach it in a way of like, I'd want to question her tactics, because I think she'd switched tactics, didn't she?
Yeah.
She switched tactics from literally loving the LGBTQ plus community to suddenly hating them.
This is a woman who was on RuPaul's Drag Race.
And this is a woman whose entire career has been drag. Like she's done, you know, a lot of what she has done has been performance art, drag, camp. She's leaned into that camp side of things. So I'm really surprised.
Same.
Yeah.
Anyway, should we go on to touch my balls for the last time?
Please.
Have you had a good time?
I've had the best time and I want to keep touching. I love how you do that and then...
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, listen, that's showbiz, baby.
There you go, my love. Do you want to read it?
I would love to. I love reading. I was that girl at class, like, they'd be
Course you
like,
were.
anyone want to read out loud? And they were always like, not you again.
It's because we're both attention seekers.
Yep. Okay, here we go.
Oh, God.
Oh, was this sent by me? No, it was not. Accidentally sent a tit pic.
Oh, God.
Accidentally sent a tit pic to my old boss with Christmas bows covering my nips.
Thoughts?
Firstly, she's written, she or they has written Xmas bows. Didn't even have time to write Christmas.
She couldn't be asked.
So wait, pretty small nips or big bows?
Big bows, I reckon.
Have
you ever sent an accidental dick pic to something? Or
I
not
don't
dick
have
pic.
a dick.
A tit pic?
I don't have a dick. I don't have an accidental tit pic.
I've accidentally put a nude that was supposed to be to someone on my Snapchat story. Shit, no, it wasn't. It was my friend that did that. What am I on about?
You just lied.
I thought it was me.
Right, that sounds like a lie to me. I am quite careful with that sort of stuff, but there was a stage when I was single where I used to send naked pictures, but like provocative, like nothing like full naked.
Just got your ass out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct, to my best friend, so that she could go, yeah, babe, you look gorge.
And we've all done that, haven't we?
No, I used to do it like all the time because I really wanted a place. It was at a time when my body was banging, and I was like, this is wasted. So I used to just send them. Shout out Becca again, you know, the one.
Good hair.
Yeah,
Good hair, Becca.
Becca with the good hair.
Not lesbian.
Who looks like a lesbian, but she's not one.
Were you trying to entice her to be a lesbian?
Not at all. She's my best friend. That makes me feel sick.
So,
no, but I just wanted validation. So I used to. She's also a Leo, so she gets it.
Right.
So I'd send her a picture of my ass, and she'd go, "Oh my god, it does look amazing."
My friends do that with me, and I'm like, I don't need to see your penis. Oh yeah.
Okay, talk me through.
I
would love if my gay friend sent me the pictures of her penis.
Oh, I get them all the time. We've had loads in that chat. We've had penises, we've had arses, we've had full.
Like,
yeah.
What's that for? Because you're not showing off your rim to be like, look how good my rim looks. Like,
should I trim more? All that stuff. Yeah.
Jan, I'm so sorry I'm to listen to this. Jan's in the audience. She's really upset now.
She's probably seen worse, to be fair.
She's probably laughing because it's the same in her group chat.
Oh, that's not.
Well, you're saying it in front of her, so...
yeah, so...
Sorry, so in your group chat, people send pictures of their penis and their bum holes?
Yeah, I don't, but they do.
Just to be clear.
Would you? I don't. Yeah, probably. Or mine would be a case of, have I been bitten on my arse, or is this a bed tick?
Go to the GP, I would say.
Yeah, I would say, what do you think, guys?
I would say go to the GP, not the WhatsApp group.
Right. But yeah, we do. Maybe it's a gay man thing.
Well, I just told you that I do it to my best friend.
No, but because you're friends with gay men, do they do it? That you know of?
Not that I know of. I don't think I would send a picture of my vagina to somebody that is my friend.
To be fair, I think my friends are very, very wildly open. Pardon the pun.
Well, especially if they're picturing themselves doing that.
Yeah, like I've seen all their cocks, all their vaginas, and all their tits.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
Cocks, vaginas, and tits for the win.
Yeah. Because, like, your best friend, you want to say, oh, yeah, you got a cracking pair there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, do you know what? I've sort of done the millennial version of that, which is that we just show in real life.
Oh, yeah, we do that as well.
I've shown all my friends have seen me naked. Like, there isn't, I don't think there's a person in my life that hasn't seen me naked.
Oh, yeah. I just walk around with my cock out.
Yeah.
At home.
Oh, good for you.
On Christmas Day with everyone in
Jan, I'm sorry about that.
I'm joking.
Doing a lot of apologies to your mum in this
joking.
episode.
Anyway, have you had fun?
I have had a lovely time. I'm going to leave here and worry about what I've said.
Yeah, don't worry. We'll send it to your agent so you can cut a lot of stuff out.
Luke, no, I think you're really funny. Can I just say something really funny that before we go?
Go on.
That I commented on your Instagrams the other day, and I really felt bad afterwards because I was like, this was really funny to me. But it's when you posted about the manosphere, and you do these. Luke does these really funny videos where he will what do they call it? Like
react.
You'll react to like silly stuff, and I truly thought the joke was going to be you pretending to, because I really think that would have been a funny video from you to pretend to be the one gay friend that HS Tiki Tuki has got.
Right.
And then I commented on your thing. I thought you were going to reveal that you were the one gay friend, and it got so many likes.
Yeah, did well, babe.
No, I panicked that I was like, I just thought that was really funny.
Babe, you could slap my mum and I wouldn't be offended.
Don't you dare slap Janet.
Honestly, there's not a lot that would offend me.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
But will you do a video about being the gay friend?
I feel like it's gone now.
Yeah.
And that video's done quite well.
Did it do good?
It's on like 2-3 million views. I'm like, okay, we'll leave that there.
Leave that, and I think it's probably because of my comment that it got so much traction.
Anyway, thank you so much for listening to Live Laugh Luke. Make sure you give us a 5-star rating, follow us on all socials, and yeah, the one, the only Harriet Rose. Say bye, Harriet.
Bye, Harriet.